Good afternoon and welcome once again to this beautiful ground located in Dubai. A very exciting day ahead in Emirates D10 2023 powered by Fan Code. The pictures coming live from ICC Cricket Academy Dubai. The match number 17 to be played between two giants Abu Dhabi taking on Sharjah. It's an exciting day and let's see what's stored in for the day. Match number 17 to start with, Abu Dhabi taking on Sharjah. Then it follows with Fujairah coming back against Ajman at 5:15 p.m. local time. Emirates Blues taking on Dubai in the third match of the day. In the final match, Fujairah will be staying here. They'll be taking on Emirates Red. So these are the four exciting matches we have lined up. And let's head down straight to the center of the wicket where Asim Sheikh is out there, and let's see what he has to say about the pitch.
Thank you, Coms, and we are out here for the all-important day, another four battles of the exciting Emirates D10 powered by Fan Code. We are out here to check and assess the conditions. It's a fresh new track that will be used in today's game, and let's have a look at what the conditions say. The wicket surface looks pretty dry, but there is a blanket of thick, dry grass. Have a look at this one. It is hard, but it is at the same time very dry. You can expect some tennis ball bounce coming through on this surface. This is what the nature of the track is. The ball will turn because the grass is dry, and you can expect that extra kick coming through on the surface if the fast bowlers get it in the right spots. Again, it's going to be a tricky surface to bat on this track. In my opinion, the wise decision would be to come out and chase on this surface to understand what the wicket has to offer and plan your innings accordingly.
Thank you, Asim, for your assessment of the track. And Asim believes that whoever wins the toss should bowl first on this track. It's a very good track. And looking at what has transpired last night, the first match was played between Emirates Red and Ajman, and Emirates Red, the new team, winning by 10 runs, followed by Abu Dhabi and Fujairah. Fujairah winning comfortably by 5 wickets in hand. Emirates Blues versus Sharjah. At last, Emirates Blues opening their account here in the Emirates D10, defeating Sharjah by 10 wickets. The last match of the day was played between Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and Abu Dhabi a comprehensive win by 9 runs. And it's a time for all important toss. It's Ahmed Khwaja out there in the middle with both the captains and the match referee.
Good afternoon, cricket lovers, and welcome to the ICC Sports Academy in the heart of Dubai Sports City. It's time for yet another day of Emirates D10 2023 powered by Fan Code. To my right are the two captains for this all-important clash. Leading team Abu Dhabi, we have Ali Abid, and leading team Sharjah, we have the superstar batter Usman Khan, and of course we have our match referee Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Abu Dhabi to flip the coin. Heads is the call by team Sharjah. It has come down as heads, so Sharjah have won a very important toss. Usman Khan, please कैमरे में देख के बताइए टॉस जीते हैं, क्या फैसला किया?
सर हम बैटिंग करेंगे पहले.
बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग साइड है शारजा की, लेकिन परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रही. मैं आपसे पूछूंगा क्योंकि आप कप्तान है, परफॉर्मेंस क्यों नहीं हो रही?
आपको पता है कि ये D10 क्रिकेट है, तो इसमें जब आपका फ्लो बनता है तो उस हिसाब से आपको परफॉर्मेंस देनी पड़ती है. तो हमारा अभी तक कम्बिनेशन नहीं बना, तो कल भी हम लोग यही सोच रहे थे कि नेक्स्ट मैचेस में हम ऐसा फ्लो बनाते हैं जो हमारे लिए आगे मैचेस जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो इंशाल्लाह हम लोगों ने रात को बैठ के प्लानिंग की है, तो इंशाल्लाह आज आपको टीम की बेटर परफॉर्मेंस नज़र आएगी.
टीम में तब्दीलियाँ?
टीम में कर्नल जायद नहीं खेलेगा, तो शायद एक ही चेंज है, तो उसकी जगह जायद अली आएगा.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द गेम.
थैंक यू सर.
अली आबिद, अनफॉर्चुनेटली टॉस हार गए. अगर आप जीते तो क्या करते?
हम पहले बॉलिंग ही करने वाले थे. आपको पता है कि हमेशा हम चेज़ में थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल रहते हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि इनको थोड़ा जल्दी आउट करें, तो चेज़ करेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
अबू धाबी काफ़ी अच्छे फॉर्म में है, लेकिन कल थोड़ा सा झटका लगा, एक मैच हार गए. ओवरऑल लेकिन टीम की परफॉर्मेंस काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है. आपकी कंसिस्टेंसी का राज क्या है?
बस यही कहा हुआ है सबको कि जब पॉजिटिव खेलने जाके, तो पॉजिटिव खेल रहे हैं, तो क्रिकेट है आपको पता ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है, तो कोशिश करेंगे आज भी पॉजिटिव खेलें और जीत के जाएं इंशाल्लाह.
टीम में तब्दीलियाँ?
बस एक तब्दीली है, नेक वापस आ रहा है कसीम की जगह में.
Best of luck for the game, Ali Abid.
थैंक यू.
Right then, news from the center in this all-important clash. Sharjah have won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. And the story from the middle was that Sharjah has won the toss and they have opted to bat first. And looking at the points table, Fujairah sitting pretty good at the top with 8 points in 4 matches, winning all their games, followed by Abu Dhabi, 5 matches, 4 win with 8 points. Emirates led the new team, a surprise in the top 4, 5 matches, 3 wins to their name with 6 points. Dubai, the young Dubai team, still holding out in the top 4 with 4 points. Ajman, Sharjah and Emirates Blues in the bottom with 2 points in their kitty. And it will be an exciting day ahead. It will be very important games lined up. It's Abu Dhabi versus Sharjah. The pictures coming live from ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. The match number 17. The two giants team playing against each other. Men in yellow, Abu Dhabi. They have tasted the defeat yesterday against Fujairah. And to talk much more about match number 17 between Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, joining me in the comm box for the first time today, it's my dear friend, my co-commentator Abid Ibrahim. Welcome, Abid.
Well, thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. It's excellent to have you around, and it is time for Sharjah's two left-handers striping down at the center together. That's a surprising call and a different than the other days. Fayaz Ahmed replacing Usman Khan. Well, I think Sharjah needed to do something different here to get going here. The team lineup for both the sides, it's for Sharjah. Fayaz Ahmed, Hassan Isa Khail, Junaid Shamsuddin gets a game. Colonel Zahid and Khalid Shah, Matiullah Khan, Mohammad Saghir Khan, Usman Khan, Uzair Khan, Yasir Khan, Zahid Ali. Lots of Khans there for team Abu Dhabi. There is Ali with the captain, Irshad Hussain, Kamran Nata, Mohammad Mohsin, Muqtadar Babar, Naik Mohammad, Usama Hassan Shah, Raja Akifullah, Uzair Bacha, Zishan Ali, Zubair Khan. Yeah, it's Naik Mohammad who gets back in the side, who gets a comeback in the side. Maybe a few failures from him earlier made him been dropped in the from the side, but now he's making a comeback. But what a knock Ali Abid and Kamran Atta played last night. I think they'll continue doing so. This man, he knows things or two about serious pace and picking up wickets early, swinging as well. Yeah, we're just waiting for the final confirmation when umpire says play, and we'll be all set there.
Taking his time, just checking the field. And let's play, says the on-field umpire. Runs in for the first delivery. Akif on strike. Khalid Shah onto the pads. Off the mark. Sharjah on the very first delivery.
Well, I like their strategy from Sharjah, bringing both the left-handers together. But Usman was doing fine. I think even it's Fayaz who wanted to promote himself up to the order. Maybe not getting going. He's had few unfortunate dismissals in the previous few games. Not the last one. Last one he was Raja Kavala with 3 wickets in 5 games in this tournament so far. But slightly better in the economic. 9.3 economy offer. And this Fayaz, I mean, not convincing. You can see that average of 8.7. Well, does not justify his talent.
Absolutely, the two left-handers for Sharjah. Fayyaz and Khalid Shah, promoting Fayyaz and going in with completely different plan here against Abu Dhabi. Beautiful looking field. Yet again drifting towards the leg side. Dealing in singles. Fayyaz was struggling in the middle order, wherein Usman was performing at the top order. I did not understand why they made this change.
Well, what I think it is the problem started from the top. It was Khalid Shah who had 2 ducks on his name before the last game where he scored 14. That was his best. And Fayaz Ahmed couldn't get onto the double figures. So Usman was never a problem. And I think Usman is a kind of batter you need to give him a position, ask him to go play yourself because he's in form and he's as a class player. So I think number 3 position is safe. I think what they need is sort out in the opening slot. So both the batters who's struggling with the form have been put together to open the inning. Little bit of a different strategy here, but I think this might bring something better for one of these batters. I think one of these need to click for Sharjah.
And it also shows they are under pressure, making these big changes. They're struggling to find the form, the right combination. So trying out something new and hope it works. Khalid Shah, 4 matches, 27 runs, 6.75 average. Keeping back of lane delivery. Wanted to cut yet again, beaten. Finding it difficult, Khalid Shah. Excellent piece of bowling by Akif. Change of angle and just bringing into the left-hand batter.
Yeah, I think probably the idea was to bring 2 left-hander against Akif because the ball will come into the left-handers from Akif. But I just wonder, it's still a pressure game for Sharjah. That's what I reckon because both the batters have not opened their account so far. Raj Akifullah. Yeah, off the mark, Khalid Shah with a boundary towards the fine leg. 4 runs, much needed for here. And that would bring the over to an end. 6 for none.
To bowl the second over, it's Mohsin, who has impressed everyone last night against Dubai. Starts with a wayward delivery down the leg. The first wide has been conceded by the bowler. Has been very impressive. 6 matches, 4 wickets to his name, 9.8 economy.
Well, I think Mudassir said the problem here is both the batters are under pressure. You put them together to bat to find their form. What happens is when you're trying to find your form, you try to go against the loose deliveries only. Now you can see that was clearly pitching outside leg. Come on, Mohsin, you can't be appealing to that at least. What I think is both, leg byes given by Asif Iqbal and Fayaz is still not off the mark. Lots of headache for him. So what I think, because not scoring the tournament, you're not having best of your form, and you come to bat together. Both of you must be looking for those loose deliveries, and every delivery will not be the loose one. The only one of the over you might get, and I doubt that this will backfire. To open together, both the batters who's looking for the form.
This is what Abid was talking about. Both were struggling. The struggle continues for Khalid Shah. Trying to go big, trying to unleash the power, misses the line completely. You miss, I hit, says Mohsin. Strikes in his first over. The first blow for Sharjah. Khalid Shah departs.
I think he was expecting a little more bounce here. Kept back in the crease. Tries to go towards the square of the wicket and missed the line completely. It's Mohammad Mohsin who gets the breakthrough. And what a start for Team Abu Dhabi here. Khalid Shah walking out. Another disappointing performance from the super talented man. 8 for 1. Hassan Isakhel comes at number 3 position, still looking for Usman Khan. Well, 13 average from 5 games, but he's been impressive last night. That was top scorer for Sharjah. Oh, that was some serious swing and great bowling from Mohammad Mohsin.
Brilliant piece of bowling display here by fast bowler Mohsin. This was the last wicket. Bowling the good length area. Trying to go big, misses the line completely. On the money, right on the money here, the fast bowler. And welcomes the new batter with a fuller delivery. Surprised Isa Khail with that fuller delivery. Mohsin looking good tonight, afternoon today. Runs in. A low full toss and finds the gap. Through the offside goes Hassan Isa Khail and finds the boundary. The first boundary for Sharjah.
Isakhel might try to gather runs here because he's the man who can get you some runs, because last night he had those 3 sixes against Hardik Pai. Back-to-back 3 sixes. Now, it started with the boundary. The ball was right in the arc. Yeah, that's very, very dangerous for fast bowlers when they're trying to find the Yorker. If they don't get it right, there's a price to pay for that. Yeah, Isakhel was trying to go deep in his crease. And some off-cutter with the new ball.
It's a rare sight to see. It would have been interesting if I can get the replay of the previous delivery, that movement from Mohsin. The previous delivery, it moved away and then came in to the right hand batter. For the last time in this over, runs in Mohsin. Wayward delivery, but look at that man behind the stumps, the Superman. It's Kamran Atta. A full length dive. Bounds like a cheetah on this delivery. Saved 4 runs for his team.
Yeah, Kamran Atta is having a fantastic tournament, isn't he? 75 not out from the previous game, and now excellent gather from behind the stumps. He's just getting better and better. I've been mighty impressed with his wicket-keeping skills and his batting also. Perfect combo for Abu Dhabi. Oh, he goes big on the long on. There is a chase for the fielder and the ball wins the race. It's Hassan Isakhel who is trying to fetch the boundaries, and it's been a great one. 2 overs gone, 17 for 1.
And thanks to our broadcast and streaming partners for this Emirates D10 2023 fan code all over the India and ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan broadcast and digital and CricTracker and SportsEye. Rest of the world, CricTracker on YouTube and SportsEye on Facebook. It's ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production. The pictures are coming live from ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. It has been an entertaining tournament so far. We have seen some close battles between these teams. Zishan Ali, the new fast bowler, 6 matches, 8 wickets to his name. Drifting towards the legs, and an extra has been added to the total. We are into third over. Still Fayyaz Ahmed struggling to get off the mark.
And I was trying to hide that zero from you. Well, I think he also only played 3 deliveries. Still will be not to be able to open his account so far. That's a legal delivery given by umpire. Yeah, this man is at number 3, Zishan Ali, with 8 wickets in 6 games. Rohit Khan, good to see him at the top with 9 wickets, and Shahbaz Ali also. So 2 players from Abu Dhabi, good to see them in that top wicket takers. Zubair Khan just below his partner, Zishan Ali and Zubair Khan, both from Abu Dhabi. One from Sharjah, Matiullah. Finally, he gets some wood on it. And off the mark, Captain Fayaz.
I've been watching Fayyaz Ahmed for almost 10 or 12 years. This is the first time I'm seeing him struggle, especially in this tournament. And it has an impact on the team as well, Abid. He needs to score, he needs to fire, and dejected Khalid Shah.
I think this man must be thinking a lot now. Lots of things must be going on in his mind. The first thing is now, you need to keep the wicket. And it's very, very difficult for a batter, opening batter, to watch the entire 10 overs by sitting out. Driven nicely towards the mid-off for a single.
Absolutely, in these 3 years and of D series, this is the first time we are seeing Sharjah struggling. In every edition of D10, they performed really well, but the combinations are not working right for Sharjah. The good news is Fayyaz Ahmed is still out there, though he has managed just a single. He continues to be wayward here, not getting that line and length. And yet again concedes an extra.
Extra has been a little worry here. Zishan Ali usually comes in when they need wicket. Little slow approach from Fayaz, but he's the kind of a batter, if he gets going, he can be dangerous. So he cannot really be trying to be around. You need to get him out. I think there is something wrong with the ball. The umpires are having a look on it. I think that might lost its shape.
We're into just the third over. Both are the third umpire helping the on-field umpire with the ball here. It's windy, but it's hot and humid here in ICC Cricket Academy. This was the first wicket to fall of Khalid Shah trying to go big. And Mohsin getting better of Khalid Shah. He strikes in his first over. The good news is this man, the youngster, Hassan Isa Khail, trying to get those quick runs, found a couple of boundaries, moves to 9 of 5 deliveries. It's Fayaz Ahmed, the captain, who is struggling out there in the middle. Just to run to his name, faced 5 deliveries. He'll be looking to get a boundary to ease that pressure. There you go. Over the extra cover. Good looking shot, couple of bounces. At last a boundary from the blade of Fayaz Ahmed.
Yeah, certainly had to work hard to get that boundary. He went up slightly to make a room and goes outside of. Yeah, the ball was already there to be hit on the offside. Fayaz make it look better, but I think if he wouldn't have shuffled to make room, it would have resulted maybe in 6. Yeah. Oh, tries to be cheeky. Big shout. And it is a wicket. Captain of Sharjah, Fayaz, again dismissed. Well, nothing going in his favour. He's clearly struggling with his form.
Not at all needed. The previous delivery, he played an extraordinary shot. Trying to play that scoop shot, then change of minds. Change of line from the bowler, keeping it on the off stump here. There you go, trying to play that scoop, then trying to play towards the third man region, trying to adjust his shot. Finds the edge and straight into the hands of wicketkeeper. Poor form of Fayaz Ahmed continues. The two left-handed batters are back in the dugout. It's 25 for the loss of 2. They are surprising us here, Abid. The batting lineup is Junaid Shamshuddin, no Usman Khan yet for Sharjah. 4 innings, just 15 runs for this big man. Junaid Shamshuddin on strike. To the pads, off the mark straight away. A quick run has been taken by Isa Khail and Shamshuddin. 3 gone, 26 for the loss of 2.
Al News, also been the association member for us to bring these live visuals. Oh, hit straight, hit nice. Gets 4 runs. That's a good shot from Junaid. Zubair started the over, was trying to bowl around the pads to the new man who had a different plans.
Getting the boundary of the second delivery, Junaid Shamshuddin. The big man this time goes towards deep mid wicket. A fumble resulting in a couple of runs. He will be the key. Junaid for Sharjah. He has been promoted up the order. Zubair Khan, 6 matches, 7 wickets, economy of 8.8. He has been terrific with the ball for Abu Dhabi. Taking risk, and fortune favors the brave. Taking the thick outside edge, wanted to go big over the bowler. But the ball goes behind the wicket keeper. Yet again a boundary for Junaid.
Yeah, he just wanted to hit that hard. Yeah, I think that's how the coaches tell you. Go hard. Even the edge will get you boundary here. So the throw from Mohammad Mohsin has hit Junaid Shamsu's arm. Yeah, he's come all the way from a boundary line. I think to apologize. Oh no, he's sent Dr. Kiran back. Yeah, he seems he's okay. He's happy with Junaid. No need of medical assistance.
A strong man, Junaid. So quickly moves to 11, where the other batters were struggling on the surface. It's Junaid Shamsu scoring those runs quickly. Couple of boundaries to his name on 11 of 4 deliveries. Trying to raise the tempo. A rare dot ball we have seen in this over from Zubair.
He's straight into the castle, and the castle has been disturbed. What is going on? Hold on. Umpire has asked to hold on. Maybe the umpires would like to check on the no ball, front foot no ball. Could be drama here. I just want to make sure if it is a legal delivery. Just feel what must be going on the Junaid Shamsu's mind. There must be a lot, yeah. Well, yes, maybe they need different frame, maybe slow it down. There has to be something behind that popping crease. Something. I think we'll wait for the umpire signal. Yes, it's given out. That's a wicket for Zubair Khan. He strikes, and now he equals with his partner at that top wicket taking position, number 3 for him as well.
The big man departs, trying to go big, and strikes Zubair at the right time for Sharjah. Junaid contributing with 11 of 6 deliveries, couple of 4, 36 for the loss of 3. It's a new man, the captain Usman Khan, 4 matches, 67, strike rate of 186. At last, he's out there in the middle for Sharjah. He and Hassani Sakhil, who's the key for Sharjah. A good comeback and a successful over, though he has conceded a couple of boundaries, but he has got that wicket of Junaid. 4 gone, 37 for the loss of 3.
It would be Usman Khan. Oh, what a flick that is. What a shot that is. That is absolutely brilliant from Usman Khan. He knows how to create shots. He manufactured that one well.
It wasn't a bad delivery. It was pulled in the block hole, but It was an excellent shot from the run machine of Sharjah. Usman Khan, flick of the wrist and finds the boundary behind the square. Excellent use of wrist by Usman and perfect timing and placement fetches him first boundary of this innings for Usman. Good comeback by the bowler. Look at that movement, inviting Usman Khan to come onto the front foot, go for the drive, just missing the wood of Usman Khan. A brilliant delivery by Zishan.
That was a movement of the seam, so it's a good sign for Zishan Ali. He's got a wicket already and he's already in those most wicket taking list. He's almost every game got a wicket in his spell. Oh, that's a very, very smart shot. Very smart shot for 4 runs. He knew the ball is coming in. He just had to guide it, and that's a deliberate shot.
Smart piece of batting continues by the captain Usman Khan. Just waited for the delivery and played into the vacant area behind the wicket keeper. No protection in the deep. Dealing in boundaries in this over, Usman. The run rate is not a problem for Sharjah, but the wicket columns, 3 big wickets have fallen for Sharjah. Now it's up to Usman Khan to get those bulk of runs for Sharjah.
Oh, that's a big moment in the game. That's a huge wicket going down. It's Zishan Ali who strikes and picks up the main man of Sharjah, the captain of this team. Usman Khan tries hard to play that one slightly in the air, and Akifullah takes the catch.
Trying to go inside out, but just manages to find Akifullah Raja. Easy catch taken. Nothing going in favor of Sharjah. Usman Khan. Just 9 to his name. Couple of boundaries. 45 for the loss of 4. Getting that big wicket of Usman Khan, Zishan. Comes in the new batter, the youngster Yasir Khan. 45 for 4. The low full toss, the first delivery, dispatched over the long off. Brilliant counter attack by Yasir Khan on the very first delivery. Sends Zishan over the long off. A maximum for this youngster. 50 comes up for Sharjah. And right time to introduce a new voice in the comment box. It's Ahmed Khwaja. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. What a hit from the youngster. So not short of confidence at all. 50 raised for Sharjah, but they're in deep, deep trouble. They've been completely out of touch throughout this Emirates D10. 1 win out of 4. Absolutely shocking results so far. And they desperately need the 2 points this afternoon. Zishan Ali, consistent wicket taker for Team Abu Dhabi. He's got 2 tonight as well. Another full toss, hammered towards long on. Sailing over cow corner into the car park for 6. That one is not returning. New balls, please. What a hit. Well, a fabulous shot indeed. Expensive over from Zishan Ali to conclude his spell. 57 for 4. So the optional floating power play has been taken. Good move here from Team Sharjah. They've just picked up some momentum. 20 runs off that previous over from Zishan Ali. 2 for 29 on the day. And Hassan Isa Khail alongside Yasir Khan at the crease. And joining me in the comm box, I welcome Asim Sheikh. Good afternoon, Asim. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. Doing pretty well. Yes, it's hot. UAE summers out there. And it's really tough on these players out there. Yes, the wind has definitely come to their rescue. Meanwhile, that was a 6 that came through off the bat of Yasir. Look at that. He tonked it towards the cow corner. A comprehensive hit there from him.
Fabulous shot indeed. So it's going to be Akifullah Raja to bowl the floating power play. Toe end of the bat. It's gone straight up. This should be a simple catch. Taken at extra cover. Fabulous bowling from Akif Raja. That slower ball pitched up. And Hassan Isa Khail fell for the trap. And the 5th wicket is down.
Well, how often have we seen that happening? The floating power play going in favor of the bowling side. Usually it is something that the batters would try to take advantage of. He tried to do that. Tried to hoik it over the long off region. But just getting the toe end of the bat. And the fielder, all he had to do was just complete the job.
Well, that's his trademark celebration, and he's got a very, very important wicket. Hassan Isa Khail gone for 9 off 6. Sharjah in all sorts of trouble once again. 57 for 5. So the new batter in is Zahid Ali. Excellent swing bowler. Can bat a bit. Number 7 is perhaps a bit too high in the batting order for him. But let's see if he can chip in. It is D10 cricket after all. And Hassan Isa Khail. High expectations but couldn't deliver, Asim.
Well, they fidgeted around with their batting order. That's something that has backfired them. Well, they had to do something out of the ordinary because they had about 4 games and they faced 3 defeats in that.
Nicely turned around the corner by Zahid Ali to get off the mark. Should be at least a couple here. And they've only taken 1. Well, that just shows you the state of affairs for Team Sharjah. A straightforward double. Confusion between the pair. And Hassan Isa Khail, well, he's still thinking about that shot, isn't he? Beautiful slower delivery.
Well, what led to that downfall is the initial movement of the front leg going down on the leg side. That's where he got away from the line of the ball and just did not have the best of connections.
Of course, a very famous father, and he has a long career ahead of him. Son of Muhammad Nabi, former T20 captain of Afghanistan. So naturally, the expectations are a lot higher. This time, slower delivery. Beautifully bowled by Akif Raja once again. And Yasir Khan, well, have to be switched on there. Could have been run out.
That was into the box. And definitely, you'd have to get yourself in that groove. The score is pretty decent. The rate at which they're scoring is just that they have kept on losing wickets, in the course of upping that scoring rate. 5.3 overs, 58 for 5. They just need to make sure that they be reasonable in terms of calculating what would be a right total out here.
Oh, absolutely. With their bowling strength, a score of 110, 115 could certainly be defendable. So right now we have the short third in the ring. There is a deep mid wicket in place, but mid off and mid on are up. And there is that deep square leg going a touch finer as well. Interesting field set for Akif Raja. Only conceded 5 runs. And shuffling around in his crease, trying to be a bit fanciful there. And once again, the variations coming in from Akif Raja. Wonderful bowling.
I like the intent coming through from Yasir. It's just that he has that intent against a bowler who's really smart, who likes to vary around with the space, and he's making full use of the conditions out there. The wicket is just not easy to bat on, and he's just trying to exploit it to their advantage, and he's doing it pretty nicely.
Yeah, you did suggest at the toss that bowling first could be the right idea. Sharjah disagreed, and, well, they're 5 down in just the 6th over, so perhaps should have listened to Asim Sheikh during the pitch report there. Pitched up and hammered towards that long on region. There is a mid-wicket in place. So safely keeping it to 1. Bowling according to his feel. And that's a cracking power play over so far from Akif.
Well, the best part about his spell is that the way he has varied around with his pace in the 11 deliveries that he has bowled, he's just not let the batter settle or have a plan against them. And he has definitely played with their minds in terms of how they are premeditating, and he's just ahead of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Only 2 runs off the over, and the prized wicket of Hassan Isa Khail. Team Abu Dhabi, they've been very, very good in the D10 so far. 4 wins out of 5. Only managed to lose to the unbeaten Fujairah team. So they've started off this tournament with a bang, looking like hot favourites for the title. This time pace on delivery, beautifully bowled, and that's a brilliant over from Akif Raja. 1 for 6 on the day, 59 for 5. So 4 overs to go. Sharjah, after winning the toss and electing to bat first, are 59 for 5. And of course, all of this live action can be live streamed on the FanCode app. This is the D10 2023 powered by FanCode. They've been our partner throughout the D tournaments, and we've been extremely honored and privileged to have them as our patrons. And it's really lifted the level of UAE cricket, hasn't it, Asim?
Well, certainly, and moreover, the players themselves are enjoying by going and having that opportunity to be the coaches for themselves.
Change in the bowling. Irshad Hussain, first ball hammered towards cow corner and taken once again. Well, everything Abu Dhabi touches tonight turns to gold. First ball wicket.
The men in yellow, they are striking regularly here at regular intervals. That is excellent. Excellent display of bowling. They are bowling short, they're bowling full, they're bowling slower, and everything that they touch, it has turned to goal, as Ahmed said.
Straightforward catch for Naik Mohammed, no mistake made. So a promising innings from Yasir Khan also comes to an end. He's gone for 13 of 5, 2 maximums in that. Sharjah 59 for 6 now. So the new batter coming in for Sharjah is the left-hand seamer, Uzair Khan. He can certainly pack a punch. A lot of time left in this batting innings. They just seem to be in a hurry here, Asim, to get going, pile on those aggressive runs, and in the process, they've gifted their wickets.
Well, the scoreboard clearly says that they have hit the panic mode, and you really need to make sure that you have your plans in place. And when you lose a wicket, there has to be a plan which needs to be given out by the captain, that they have to be very realistic in terms of calculating what target we need to give out to the opposition. That would drive success.
286 strike rate in the D10 for Uzair. Pitched up delivery, and he's chipped it off the back foot over the long off for 6. What incredible timing. Wow.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All he did was just timed the ball, and speaks volumes about if you apply yourself nicely, you can find success.
I thought that was going straight to long off, but that's a beautiful strike. Fabulous hit, and that too off the back foot. So Uzair, well, let's see if he can get going this afternoon. Already got a 6 to his name. This time hooked away, past the fine leg. He knew that short ball was coming, read it like a book, and just helped it around the corner for 4.
Well, 10 of 2 for Uzair. That definitely helps. Now, you don't want to give your wicket away after scoring 10 runs of the first 2 balls. Just in the course of scoring a lot more runs. Be realistic, be calculative, and pick up those balls wherein you can get runs.
Excellent batting there. Irshad just getting a bit carried away after the wicket, trying to bowl a bit too short. It's a slow wicket. It's the Asian conditions replica pitch here at the ICC Academy. So you're not going to get a lot of quick carry or that bounce. It's just going to get stuck in the middle of the pitch and have enough time for the batters. This time, attempted Yorker, nicely driven away to extra for a single. So good adjustment in the length there from Rishad Hussain.
Well, you can expect a lot of tennis ball effect coming through, and all you need to do is just make sure that you're rolling your fingers pretty nicely. That's exactly what we saw Akif Raja do on a couple of occasions, and just trying to fox the batsman with his overall variations.
Yeah, he bowled a wonderful spell indeed. First in the mandatory power play, then in the optional one, only conceding 6 runs, and the prized wicket of Hassan Isa Khail. Adjustments in the field. There is a deep third going out for Irshad now. Then the orthodox cover sweeper covering that big offside boundary on the left of your screen. Pitched up, and Zahid Ali does the smart thing. Just remain at the crease, give the strike to Uzair.
Well, very smart, just not going very aggressive with his intentions. Irshad, who did not have the best of D50s, but he did a fantastic job in making sure that he came back here and proving his worth. Why he's considered as one of those good death bowlers, hitting the block hole channel pretty consistently.
Oh, absolutely. They have a good bowling attack now with Zishan Ali, Mohsin, Irshad, and now Akif Raja. A big swing and a miss across the line. Just held it back there. Nicely bowled by Irshad. So that's a rare dot ball to conclude the 7th over. 71 for 6. So that is the batting scorecard so far. A slow start to the game to Sharjah. The top order failing to fire once again. But Yasir Khan looked good for a moment there, Asim. But now it's down to the tail enders. They still have Mohammad Saghir Khan who can bat. But other than that, not much to come in.
Well, certainly he can bat. But I think too many changes coming through in the all-important game here for Sharjah. That's exactly what you want to keep away from. You need to stick to your basics. Plans that have worked for you in the past would definitely work. It's just about applying yourself nicely. Meanwhile, a quick tap and run from Zahid.
Mohsin back for his final over. Has a wicket to his name already. So we have just about 17 deliveries remaining in the innings. Can they get maybe double that? Go beyond 100, 105, 110 maybe? That could be a fighting score. There's a lot of quality in this Sharjah bowling attack. Uzair, Zahid, Mohammad Saghir as well. And Colonel Zahid, well, one of the quickest in the UAE.
Well, you need to actually force.
And that is, of course, our streaming partner, Maiko. You can watch all the action on it. Live ball-by-ball coverage there. Watch it, earn it, and, of course, own it.
Certainly beautiful scenes out here in the Emirates D10. Here comes Mohsin again.
This time pitched up and hammered towards long on. It has a lot of height. Does it have the distance? Oh, yes, it does. Maximum over the side screen.
Well, again, taking that front leg away and placing it over the side screen. This is exactly what you need to be doing. You just need to make sure that you're picking the right lengths. And you just can't throw kitchen sink at everything. It was an over-pitch delivery meant to be dispatched. And all he did was basics that he knew best.
That was a skyscraper 6 there from Uzair Khan. He used to be part of Team Abu Dhabi a couple of seasons ago. So perhaps he's enjoying his batting effort against them. 17 off 5. He's playing an absolute blinder. Dealing in 6s and 4s. So Mohsin will be under pressure. He needs to be very precise with his length. Anything in the slot is going to disappear.
Oh, yes, certainly. And Uzair is someone who can hit the ball hard, who can hit the ball big. He's done that so many times in the domestic season. And we know we cannot underestimate the likes of Uzair. And if Abu Dhabi has made that mistake, they will pay for it.
Oh, this time it's a big wide. Well, there you can see he doesn't want to bowl in his hitting range, trying to go across Uzair Khan and getting it all wrong.
He's in that pressure. pressure of a batter who's sighting the ball like a football. He's already moved to 17 of 5. And that speaks volumes about the quality of batters available with Sharjah. It's just that the application has been a problem.
Absolutely, it's a side filled with top names, superstars, just coming together as a team has been the big question mark, and the results have certainly displayed that. Only one win in 4 games. Length ball and pacey delivery. Kamran Atta is appealing, but Asif Iqbal with a big not out.
Loud and clear that I am not going to fall for that.
Yeah, that was like that, you know, that line in the MGM studios who roars. It reminded me of that. Back of a length delivery. He does have a bit of pace, Mohsin. Just about his consistency. That's the only issue I see.
Well, usually you find Kamran's behind the stumps appealing, quite loud and clear.
Very familiar name, sometimes for the wrong reasons. 79 for 6 into the 8th over. Oh, beautiful shot taken on the full and deposited over square leg. Has that gone all the way? Oh, yes, it has. Maximum.
Oh, well, in my opinion, that's improvisation at its best. Uzair Khan is turning it around. Yes, it is hot, but his blade, that is with which he is batting on, is hotter than the conditions overhead.
Oh, he's breathing fire all right. Fantastic shot. Great adjustment. It was a low full toss and just a flick of the wrist and out she goes. Could this be that kind of cameo that turns around Team Sharjah's fortunes here? 85 for 6. This has been an expensive over from Mohsin. He's been taken for a ride and still 2 deliveries to go.
A tailor-made situation for this lad. He has done so many times there in the domestic circuit, providing those cameos, but this is worth every money here for Sharjah.
Sliced over the top of point. There is a deep third coming towards it, and it's just dropped in front of him. And adding salt to the wounds, it's dribbled away for 4.
Well, it's just error in judgment there from the fielder. Just could not understand whether he has to go for it or hold himself back. I think the best way possible here is to try as much as possible to cut down the number of runs that are flowing in here.
Let's take a look. How close did he get to it, Zishan Ali? Yeah, never really had a chance. You have to credit him for his bravery going for the catch. But Ali Abid will not be amused. You can see the body language has changed here for Team Abu Dhabi. Oh, 2 very familiar men, Abdul Shakur Sher and Shiraz Pia of Team Ajman, patiently waiting for their game. Or length delivery. Just a bit of variable bounce as well to conclude the over. A good one for Team Sharjah. 89 for 6 after 8.
Well, pretty interesting spell there. One man that is standing loud and clear out there, Raja Akifullah. 2 overs, 6 runs and 1 wicket. Usually you don't see that spell coming through. It's a typical spell that you see in a longer format game. But in D10, you definitely are going to take that. Economy of 3. And he has definitely put Sharjah onto the back foot with that spell.
Oh, absolutely. He's international caliber, capped by the UAE. And you can see the wickets shared by all the Abu Dhabi bowlers there. It's going to be the left arm spinner Zubair Khan to bowl the penultimate over. Interesting move. We have seen Ali Abid likes to use him at the death throughout this tournament. And he's been quite effective. Let's see with what Zahid Ali has in store for us. He'll fancy himself. Wide-ish, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket. And a deep square leg in place. And a very straight deep extra cover as well. And first delivery is right on the money. A priceless dot ball.
Looks like they've got 5 fielders out there. And there has been a penalty, maybe, applied.
Length delivery hammered towards that cover sweeper. He has a long chase to his left. And the ball will win the race. A priceless boundary for Sharjah. They're on the move now. And Zahid Ali getting into the act as well.
Well, very good shot there from Zahid. Just making sure that dispatching that one, which was in his strong arc. He loves playing it on the offside. and he has executed it pretty nicely, making sure that he has chosen the right area of the ground.
93 for 6. Final 10 deliveries remaining. Hammered back to the bowler and he's put it down. Well, that was a catch. I think he's unlucky not to grab onto that one.
Well, always difficult to hold on to these on the follow-through. Someone who likes to rush through his overs here.
Big shot. Once again skewed over backward point. A long chase for the deep extra cover sweeper. And the ball will just kiss the boundary rope. These are priceless runs from Zahid Ali.
Well, certainly, these are runs that will definitely assist here. And I think the momentum is switching back towards Sharjah. And that is an important part in a shorter format game where you have the momentum swinging on your side in the mid of the innings. And certainly, Sharjah has batted really well.
Oh, it's been a great fight back by this pair. Zubair Khan just bowling a bit too wide. Needs to bowl within the sticks. Make them play across the line towards the leg side. Oh, short ball, but look at that bounce. That leapt up to Zahid Ali. You could even give that as one bouncer for the over.
One of those rare occasions, courtesy to the wicket. We see the blanket of dead grass coming through. That actually enables such bounces to happen.
Well, wonderful acting there from Kamran Atayan. It's worked. It's a dot ball. Zahid Ali is not amused. That's very nicely done. Good wicket keeping. 97 for 6. So for more exclusive content, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook on Sports Eye. A lot of excellent content there. All the highlights, all the thrills and spills of the Emirates D10 and many, many more. So do get on your socials and follow us on Sports Eye. It's going to be Irshad Hussain to bowl the final over of the innings. Oh, beautiful Yorker. Right on the money. Kamran Atta once again trying to get away with an appeal. He got away with the wide in the previous over, but not this time, Asim.
I'm sure umpires would definitely be keeping an eye on because of the excessive appeal that he does. Be very careful there, Kamran.
Fabulous Yorker from Irshad. Right in the block hole. Just missed the off stump. Well, that's one area you can target Uzair. He likes to hang back on the back foot and swing from the hip. 27 off 10. 5 priceless deliveries for Sharjah to get some quick runs. 38 run partnership. And he's hammered that through extra cover. That's gone like a rocket to the fence. What a shot.
Oh, certainly cracking shot there. It was pitched up, meant to be driven. And he played it to perfection in the gap. Gets the all-important boundary. What crucial runs here coming in for Sharjah from number 8, Uzair Khan.
The 100 has been raised. And it was aerial, but the extra cover had absolutely no chance. Just saw it whistle past him. So Irshad is under pressure. Uzair playing a brilliant cameo. One of the best in the Emirates D10 this season. Could this be the knock that turns around Team Sharjah's flagging fortunes? 4 matches played. They've only won 1. Desperate for the 2 points this afternoon.
Well, certainly. And, to add to their fortune here, the over rate, the slow over rate has definitely come to their favor. There are 5 fielders inside the circle. You see a point, a backward point, a short third. There is a backward square inside the circle. And there is a fine leg.
Chipped in the air and it's going over long off for 6. Well, he has some gunpowder in that bat, let me tell you. Everything is exploding off it and going beyond the boundary rope for 6.
Well, certainly. Have a look at that shot. Just, oh my goodness, a helicopter on the offside.
Unbelievable strike, unbelievable knock. And you very shrewdly pointed out there is that fielding restrictions. That square leg is up in the ring. They've set the field very straight, but it doesn't matter because Uzair Khan is on absolute fire. 37 of 12, strike rate of 300 plus.
Well, if you closely observe, Ahmed, they have just not able to figure out which are those deliveries where Uzair is getting stuck. I think back of length is where he's just not able to be very convincing. They rather should have focused a lot more on bowling back of the length, get your mid-off, mid-on inside the circle.
Indeed. 3 deliveries remaining. It's chipped in the air. Will there be a deep mid wicket settling underneath it? No, it's plugged and landed just beyond the 30-yard ring. And they will pick up 2. Well, everything is going Sharjah's way. And you can see the frustration on the face of the Abu Dhabi captain, Ali Abid.
Well, I think one part of the frustration, he has to take the blame for it, for the slow over rate. Has to make sure that he needs to control that aspect of the game. Because you'll be penalized within the game itself.
Yeah, they only have one spin frontline option in Zubair Khan. Everybody else is a fast bowler. So they've just fallen behind, like you mentioned. 2 deliveries remaining. In the slot and hammered straight once again. And gone live for a flat 6 once again.
Oh, Uzair, what a knock. What a fine knock. Definitely asking for a promotion.
Once again in the slot, and that bottom hand power driving the ball. He wasn't in the perfect position, but he's got that raw power and timing.
Forget about the position, Ahmed. All you need is the eventual result, and that's what is paying off. At no point of time we thought it is going to go.
And this time down the ground again for a 6. And he raises his 50. It's the fastest 50 of the Emirates D10 in just 15 deliveries. Uzair Khan, you beauty. What an innings.
Pathan power at its best. Have a look at that innings here from Uzair. The last over. 3 sixes, a boundary and a couple. What an over. 24 runs of it from Irshad. And mind you, it was the same Irshad who bowled a brilliant first over. He was taken for runs.
Unbelievable knock. Like you mentioned, 3 maximums in the over. This time, once again, back of a length. Asking to be hammered off the back foot. Past the long on. And they've got a huge score on the board now. 121 in their allotted 10 overs. What a brilliant partnership carried by that man on screen, Uzair Khan.
Hopes are alive for Sharjah after that cameo, or rather I would say a dominating knock there from Uzair Khan, coming in at number 8 and playing that innings of 51 of 15 deliveries. You had Yasir chip in quick runs, 13 of 6 for him. Zahid, the all-important contribution coming in alongside Uzair Khan, 11 of 6. Junaid Shamsu was the other man who went into the double figures, but apart from that, big names in the form of Usman, Hassan, Fayaz and Khalid Shah all perishing in the single digit.
It was a pretty decent bowling effort overall from Team Abu Dhabi. Just 2 bowlers getting hammered there, Irshad Hussain and Mohammad Mohsin. Everybody picking up a wicket each. I would say Raja Akifullah was the pick of the bowlers, 1 for 6 in his 2 overs. There were 59 for 6 at one stage, and this thrilling partnership between Uzair Khan and Zahid Ali, who also had his part to play, has taken the game slightly away from Team Abu Dhabi.
Oh, fantastic partnership. Worth 62 runs coming into the dying stages of the game, wherein they were tottering around. And let's have a look at how this innings fared out. It was Akif who started off the proceedings. He was testing the batters, and it was Mohsin who took the advantage of the situation, the pressure that was created. In came Hassan Isa Khail. There were no signs of Usman. And that is how Fayaz's innings came to an end. He was struggling out there. Junaid Shamsu came in. He gave some couple of promises there with those shots. And he missed the line completely on that occasion. Usman, just a soft dismissal coming through. Hassan Isa Khail came in. 2 sixes in the first 2 balls. Gave us promise that he can put up a show. But not for too long before he was dismissed as well. It was a full toss delivery. And that was Hassan Isa Khail departing to a slower one from Akifullah Raja.
And then it was the Uzair Khan show. Yasir Khan trying to force one towards mid-wicket and holding out to deep once more. But then Irshad Hussain came in and Uzair Khan first ball deposited him out of the park for a maximum. Ominous signs there. Even Mohammad Mohsin, the big strapping fast bowler, was not forgiven any time. Team Abu Dhabi missed their length. Uzair Khan was all over them, dealing in sixes and boundaries. That helicopter shot, forcing that ball over long off for 6. He did it time and again, and in the end raised a fabulous 50 of just 15 deliveries. That was the shot that got him to that fabulous landmark.
Well, what surprised me is that they always kept him prepared for that Yorker length delivery. He was all okay to accept that advantage. and they have managed to put 121 on board. 122 is the target here for Abu Dhabi when we get back after a very short break. Until then, stay tuned.
Welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy. We're all excited to see this game. The way it has spanned out. Sharjah were down and out in the first 5 to 6 overs. And then the lower order doing its magic, especially Mohammad Uzair Khan, who scored 51 of just 15 deliveries. And he's been accompanied by Zahid Ali, who was just trying to feed him strike. Yasir Khan with 13 and Junaid Shamsuddin, the only man to get into the double figure. 4 players of them got into the double figures, but thanks to that big hitting from Uzair Khan, got them to the par total of 121. The target is 122. Raja Kifullah and his accompanied bowler, everyone got a wicket to their name. It was Zishan Ali, the successful, who had 2 wickets, but slightly expensive when he came back into attack. Well, the target is 122 to win for Team Abu Dhabi, and the 2-man on fire. One of them is certainly there at the center. Yeah, stretching out is Kamran Atta with 171 and the average of 57 of 6 games, the strike rate of 240. What a marvelous tournament he's having. And I think his performance is something that Team Abu Dhabi would be hoping to come in. What a striker he is. Well, Zahid Ali gets in a game today. He's a wonderful swing bowler. He swings the ball well. And Sharjah is looking for that one victory where they can have a game on. Naik Mohammad gets a game today. He was ejected from the team because of a poor show with the bat. But he's making a comeback in the side now. And he have to perform nothing less than chasing this one down. We're all set and let's play. Yeah, that's what the umpire says. Let's play. I've been joined by Mudassir Ali in the commentary box. Zahid Ali. No ball to start with. Oh, could have been a run out there. No ball to start. Lots of drama to start for Sharjah.
Welcome Zahid to D10, Emirates D10 2023. Starts with that no ball. A quick single has been taken, but he was in trouble. A big no ball. The standard of umpiring has been excellent in this tournament. It's a free hit for man in form Kamran Atta. Devastating form in this D10 tournament. Kamran Atta will be fancying his chances to go big and take advantage of the free hit.
Well, if you remember back in the days when we used to play, there used to be the first ball, a try ball. That's kind of a ball will be bowled to Kamran Atta. A free hit on a very first delivery. Kamran goes big. Kamran goes on the onside. The man will take that catch, but that won't make any difference here. Well, Mohammad Saghir, very sharp in his mind, knows that he released the ball immediately despite not knowing it's a free hit.
He was in control. It was a free hit delivery, but finds the man in the deep. Good work done by Saghir and releasing the ball quickly. Good comeback, I would say, by the bowler after conceding that no ball. Not giving away too many runs on a free hit. It's a mammoth total posted on the board thanks to that cameo of Uzair Khan.
I just keep on targeting on the pads. That Naik Mohammad certainly not comfortable. Maybe trying to play across the line is a not good idea against someone who's swinging ball really well. Zahid Ali, who's new in this tournament of fan code Emirates D10 of 2023. It's for his first game. It will take a little bit of adjustment for him to get going, but I think he's spot on from second delivery onwards. The first one was obviously a no ball. When he bowled that free hit, Oh, he's been picked up on the onside. Same region. Fielder doing it. Well, I think the effort was spot on. At least if he have put that down, but saved 6 runs.
Trying to go big towards that deep square leg region. Off the mark with that single. It was in the slot and picked towards the deep square leg. And look at that effort. A timely jump. A brilliant effort to save that maximum. Just could not hold on to it. Saghir. What an effort.
Yeah, the umpires checking on the boundary there. Whether there is any part of a ball touching the rope, or perhaps if Shagir Khan himself is touching the rope while having that ball in hand. Yeah, I think this angle will help us to get the better view. Yeah, he was in the air here. Yeah, this is where he dropped. He's not intact with the ball here. Yeah. Nothing touching the rope, I think. What I think is it's a pure effort to save 6 runs. Great performance. All good, says the umpire. Thumbs up. And it's fabulous fielding from Saghir Khan.
Finding it hard to find those boundaries, both the batters. Just keeping it simple on the middle stump. Zahid not trying out too many things. He also played a crucial role, giving that company to Uzair in the first innings with the bat. Dancing down the track yet again towards the Saghir Khan, but this time one bounce and the first boundary from the blade of Kamran Atta.
Lots of work there for Saghir Khan in the deep. Earlier he saved at least 5 runs for the team. And now he couldn't save that boundary where he's given the mighty chase that was struck well slightly away from him. Yeah, he got a hand to it. Just a fingertip. But what an effort there from Saghir Khan.
As a captain, I don't mind this kind of deliveries. Most runs in this tournament, it's Kamran Atta on the top with 171 runs to his name, 76 best, followed by Shakur Sher, Ali Abid, Ali Shan Sharfu and Rais Ahmed. Dancing down the track, there's a fielder station. Brilliant piece of bowling by Zahid Ali, and excellent piece of captaincy on this delivery, just pushing that short mid-wicket fielder back to the ropes and getting that wicket, big wicket of Kamran Atta.
Well, the top scorer of the tournament gets out here. He was trancing down the track against the Shotterland delivery, wanted to hoik it on the onside. Uzair Khan would not miss that one. He knows that he has definitely worked hard to put some runs on board. Disappointed Kamran Atta, the top scorer of the tournament, is walking out by just scoring 5 runs. Well, now Team Abu Dhabi need to recover from this phase. It's end of Kamran Atta scoring 5 of 3. It's 8 for 1 Abu Dhabi. A little bit of a trouble there for Abu Dhabi. The early start, a little bit of a shaky there. Losing such a key wicket here, Kamran Atta. But replacing him is Ali Abid. He's also amongst those top scorers of the tournament, and he has that over 200 strike rate. A very watchful and gentle push for a single. And he'll keep the strike. 9 for 1 Abu Dhabi.
It's 9 on board. They have lost Kamranata, the run machine for Abu Dhabi. What a change they have made in the bowling, dropping Colonel Zahid and getting Zahid Ali playing his first game and strikes in the first over. It's Matiullah Khan to bowl the second over. 4 matches, 6 wickets to his name. It's Ali Abid on strike. Not only they made the changes in the captaincy, not only in the batting order, not only in the bowling, they also made the change behind the stumps. It's not Khalid Shah, it's Usman Khan who is keeping the wickets for Sharjah.
I think they have done a lot of changes, and altogether, Matiullah Khan, there you go, with 6 wickets in this tournament. He's at number 5 amongst the most wicket takers in the tournament of Emirates D10. And the economy of Rohit is just catching my eye. Not a bad economy for Matiullah as well. Oh, meanwhile, that's been hit up in the air. One bounce and hits the rope. Well, it's been very aggressive. Ali Abid, a very second ball. Well, he found it slightly on the slot. You need to create that room and get 4 runs. Wonderful batting this is.
Slight error from Matiullah and full advantage taken by Ali Abid, getting that all-important boundary. Stand and delivered on the back foot. One bounce, this time towards the long on region. Dealing in boundaries, Captain Ali Abid on fire.
Yeah, that was quick bat speed there from Ali Abid. The ball left the way it left. I thought that might go for 6 there. I think the connection was wonderful, but the middle of the bat, it was not the middle of the bat. Still traveled the distance and got him 4 runs. 2 back-to-back boundaries. Oh, that's up in the air. Should be taken. Oh no. Colonel Zahid was slightly away from that ball. Given the mighty chase, didn't reach to it. A typical response of a fast bowler. You hit him for a couple of boundaries and you can expect a bouncer there. 1 of the over given by the umpire. And now there won't be any short ball. Yeah, that just got the height. Ali Abid is very lucky to be out there still.
Good comeback by Matiullah. Just surprised the batter with that short pitch delivery. The block hole. Look at that run in between the wickets by these two batters. It was a play straight towards the deep mid wicket. Zahid Ali, a bit sloppy. Full advantage taken by these two batters.
I think the captain himself knows how he needs to score and from where he can find those scores. You have 2 boundaries early in the over. Now, you shouldn't be looking for another boundaries in this over. There should be the other one. Matiullah has already got a lot of wickets in the tournament. Not the right man to attack against. A slow one nicely bowled by Matiullah. He on the onside. Only single will be added to the tally. It's 22 at the end of 2 for 1.
Broadcast and streaming partner for Emirates D10 2023 fan code all over in India, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan, broadcast and digital partner, CricTracker and SportsEye, rest of the world, CricTracker on YouTube and SportsEye on Facebook. It's ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production. Pictures are coming live from ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. There we can see the UAE national team having a practice session.
There you go. The preparation is You can see Nilansh Keswani, I can find out with that action. And he's got a game to play. He's not part of UAE national team, but he's practicing there. Always found this boy very eager to practice. You find him every time around here. I think the practice makes main perfect. Naik Mohammed to face Saghir Khan. It's on the onside. A single. It's Ali Ahmed, in fact. Problem is they picked up Kamranata, but I think Ali Abid can be the man who can chase this down and put Sharjah under trouble. They need to get rid of him as soon as they can. They've got deep third and a long on. Oh, the ball goes on the onside. Some work for the fielder. Yeah, one-handed shot there, not in control.
.97 needed of 46 balls for Abu Dhabi. Good comeback in the first innings, especially the low down order batters of Sharjah. Uzair Khan scoring the quick 50, and he was well supported by Zahid Ali. The chase started. Zahid Ali, who is playing his first game in this edition of D10, getting a wicket, that too of Kamranata, who was scoring those bulk of runs for his team. Slightly on back foot, Abu Dhabi, after losing Kamranata. Naik Mohammed finding it difficult to get those boundaries. So run a ball 4 to his name. Ali Abid, the captain, out there in the middle, scoring 15 of 8 balls. We are checking the boundary. Well done by the fielder Zahid Ali, saving a couple of runs for his team. They need a couple of big overs here. Not in control. Back of line deliveries has been called by the wicket keeper, and he drops it. Usman Khan, the captain. Everything is happening here. Comedy of errors. It was Yasir Khan who was stationed at the fine leg, but Usman Khan, the captain, calling it. And there you go. He dropped an easy sitter. Survives Naik Mohammed.
What have you done? I think hardly you will find a fielder dropping that without the gloves, but Usman Khan drops that one down with the gloves. Well, there's ultimate price to pay for that. I think just make a note that Naik Mohammed was dropped when he was on 4. Not the man you want to drop. Simply, yes, he's struggling with his form, but that kind of a drop will help his form to regain his form and can be very, very dangerous for Team Sharjah. Costly drop by the captain, Usman Khan. Usually very good behind the stumps. Slower one, again one-handed. Naik Mohammed.
They've made the change in the top order. Abu Dhabi. It was a Kamranata alongside him. Came in, Naik Mohammed. And he's clearly struggling. It was a juicy full toss. And he just got a single on that. So that will build the pressure on Ali Abid. Final delivery of the third over, 28 for the loss of 1. Taking the thick outside edge and ball racing towards the third man region. At last he has got that boundary in this over. Much needed boundary. 4 runs for Ali Abid and more runs for Abu Dhabi. 3 gone, 32 for the loss of 1.
32 on board with 1 wicket down, end of 3 overs. It's time for building and taking this game deep. I think both the teams would be happy with the proceedings, but Uzair Khan, who batted so well, cut his knock. Sharjah made it to 121, but his bowling will be also needed here. He's also a fine bowler. Got a wicket in this tournament so far. An economy of 11.3. It's Naik Mohammed who's struggling to get runs under his name. Hit downtown, hit straight. What a shot that is. Excellent shot, right underneath the ball.
He heard you, Abid, and gave you the reply. Played straight over the bowler. One bounce into the fence. First boundary from the blade of Jumbo Naik Mohammed. Moves to 10. 36 on board. Required run rate is 12.6. Uzair, left arm fast bowler. Not in control, wanted to play towards mid wicket yet again. I reckon he has dropped that to Junaid Shamshu. Very interesting to watch that replay. The batter wanted to pull towards the mid wicket. Was not in control. One of the safest hands, Junaid Shamshu has dropped Naik Mohammed. He survives again. This time on 10. Naik Mohammed has been dropped a couple of times. First time by Usman Khan, the wicketkeeper. Now Junaid Shamshu.
Well, that's a really poor efforts in the field. A big appeal, but clearly the ball was pitching outside leg. And he's seeing height was also a matter there. Dropping catches is not helping your bowler, and also it's just kind of a building the pressure and frustration at the same time on the bowler. The bowler feels at times there is nothing I can do if you don't have a support from your fielders. Nice slower one. The cutter exceptionally well bowled.
Change of pace working for Uzair Khan. He was brilliant with the bat in the first innings. Riding high on confidence. Though he has got hit for that boundary on the very first delivery. Good comeback. It's Akifullah Raja on screen. The speech star of Team Abu Dhabi. Partnership worth of 29 between these two. Finding it hard. Ali Abid. Look at that running between the wickets. Lightning quick. Ali Abid and Naik Mohammed.
Not only between the wicket, but the fielder was also expressed there, Matiullah. Good collect and throw. But keeping would not deny the two batters to cross for two, but that's been excellent effort from this man. He's got a little bit of a hammering today. But overall, he's bowled really well in this tournament so far. Uzair Khan now is doing an excellent job, just mixing it up nicely, which not allows the batter to freely swing the bat. 8 coming off this over, 40 for 1. Thanks to Radiant Star Restaurant Management, official food partners. A big smile on my face and Mudassir's face because they served best biryani today. Asim Sheikh is also happy about the biryani today. I think we all are happy with their service and delicious biryani. Oh, that's gone big. That's gone high. That has traveled all the way for 6. Good hit from Ali Abid. Beautiful. Through the cow corner. Announcing he wants to win this game.
Colonel Zahid has been welcomed with a maximum. In the slot, stand and delivered. Power unleashed by Captain Ali Abid. Much needed maximum. That on the very first delivery of the over. They need to raise the tempo here of the runs. Ali Abid. Rate required from here is 13 runs per over. Short delivery on the back foot. Up high. In the air. Over the mid-wicket fielder. Brilliant looking shot. Always in control. Back-to-back maximum.
Well, I don't think so. That ball is coming back anytime. Sooner rather later. It's a sent-off from Ali Abid and brings 50. Colonel Zahid has been smoked with 2 sixes. Just want to check it whether it was around near my car or not. I'm literally shivering here. Hope that did not damage any cars at the car parking lot.
So either it will be your car or our director Shahid Selfie's car. You never know. It's 52 on board. Good news for Abu Dhabi. Runs are coming now. Thick and fast from the blade of Ali Abid. But it won't be easy. He has got those couple of maximum against Colonel Zahid. But he has that experience. Zahid. Can he make a comeback in this over? Can he get this wicket of Ali Abid? A good contest between bat and ball. It was there in the slot asking for the punishment. Just a single.
I think Colonel Zahid would be relieved to see Ali Abid getting on to the other end, not a striking end. I'm talking about strikes. Those 2 mighty sixes to welcome Colonel Zahid. I think there was a plan against this bowler certainly because Colonel Zahid is someone who everyone thinks about that he's playing, especially he likes to bowl around the rib cage areas. And now, let's see how Naik Mohammed tackles. He's been around there for a while. Oh, he goes big. He gets it all. What a mighty over this is. 3 sixes in this over so far. Colonel Zahid must be on a back foot. Look at that chirp. Look at that celebration. Well, they're happy to take charge against this man. Colonel Zahid now on a receiving end.
As the fast bowler is feeling the heat out there in the middle. Yet again in the slot. But the batter is Naik Mohammed. Power has been unleashed by the jumbo Naik Mohammed. Time goes towards the backward deep point. Chased by the fielder. Excellent work by Mati. 21 runs and 5 deliveries. One of your experienced fast bowler going for runs. The good news for Abu Dhabi is that the partnership worth of 53 between these 2 batters. Now slowly they are raising the tempo of the runs here. Joining the party is the Naik Mohammed.
A big partnership here. Constructed well between Ali Abid and Naik Mohammed. Oh, he's picked that one up. High in the air. Who wants it? Sagir Khan takes that catch. And a last laugh for Colonel Zahid. He picks up Naik Mohammed out of the occasion. Good take there. And excellent bowling in the end. The last delivery taking the pace off where the bowler has been outsmart the batter. But a little too expensive, but moreover, breaks the partnership. Where the 50 runs partnership has been broken. The good take in the deep. Sagir Khan kept his eyes on the ball. Stayed really for a long time. Halfway through. With 3 wickets down, Naik Mohammed walking out. Scored 19 of 11. It's 61 for 3. Well, halfway through with 61 for 2, pardon me. It's time for the change in commentary box. I'm here to welcome Mr. Azi, Ahmed Khwaja and Asim Sheikh to take you through.
Thank you very much, Abid. Well, an excellent partnership between Naik Mohammed and Ali Abid has come to an end. 53-run stand. Muqtadar Babar, the batter coming in. Fascinating phase of the game. And alongside me, I have Asim Sheikh. Welcome, Asim.
Thank you, Ahmed, and what a time to be introduced. Game equally poised here, 61 at the halfway mark. 61 is exactly required here for Abu Dhabi, and they are just ruling the roost at the moment with Ali Abid striking really hard, 36 or 17 deliveries for him.
So it's going to be Uzair Khan coming in for his second over. First delivery down the leg side will be a wide. So Naik Mohammed, although he didn't play a particularly fluent innings, but that partnership of 53 has brought this game to parity. It's anybody's game now, Asim.
Oh, certainly. It's just about 2 good overs here for both the sides, just to put things back in their favor. Meanwhile, Abu Dhabi, they've just made sure that they have reconstructed this the momentum that they had lost in the first innings. They've got it back in their favor.
Oh, pulled away, but it's a bit of a top edge going towards that deep third man. And it's going to race away for 4. Another streaky boundary, but they all count.
Oh, certainly. In this shorter format of the game, it doesn't matter how they come. They just need to keep coming, and they need to keep coming regularly. That's what has happened here. Ali Abid, when you say fortune favors the brave, that is one such example. What happens when you are actually taking the aggressive route. You throw kitchen sink at everything, and you have all money's worth.
40 of 18. It's been a fabulous captain's knock from Ali Abid. So Uzair under pressure here. Length delivery tucked away towards mid-wicket. They're pushing for 2. And, oh, they've gone through. Excellent running. Muqtadar Babar needs to get the skates on. The throw was at his end. And you can see a lot of noise being made there by the Abu Dhabi dugout, they believe.
Oh, certainly. Muqtadar Babar has been one of those players off late who's been amongst the runs in the domestic circuit, and he's been doing pretty decent job. Yes, yet to get the first runs on board, yet to face the first delivery. But we know what sort of form he is in.
Oh, absolutely. Already has a player of the match performance to his name earlier in the D10. Length delivery, work towards point. Chance for a run out. And a direct hit would have had Ali Abid there.
Well, my question there is, why did he not try to fancy his chance at the striker's end? That was the closest to him, and he would have got a better angle as well.
Hassani Sakhel, one of the better fielders in the side. Just a tap and run. There was never a single there. And, oh, he made it in time. So good running from Ali Abid. Nicely controlled. I thought it would have been touch and go. 42 of 19. A fabulous knock by the skipper. And Muqtadar Babar, he needs to get going as well. Big striker of the ball, as we saw. Full toss clipped away towards deep square leg. Only going to be a single though.
Intelligent batting there, just not trying to fancy his chance. Just works it around. It was a full toss. Did not get a chance to actually assess what the wicket is actually to offer. But he has spent enough time out there in the first innings to understand what the wicket is definitely going to play like.
12 runs per over for the last 4 overs is very, very manageable indeed, especially with wickets in hand. But they do need Ali Abid to stay at one end. Another slow ball bowled into the pitch and just turned towards square leg. They're pushing hard for 2 on the throw and they'll pick it up easily. This is excellent controlled batting by Team Abu Dhabi right now.
Well, that's played at the longer part of the ground and a lot of area to be covered there for Matiullah. Does a decent job, but you just can't expect a lot more if it's hit at the bigger part and in the gap.
Yeah, I would like to see a mid-wicket in the 30-yard ring there just to cut off that 2. One hit away from a well-deserved 50. Abu Dhabi making a fist of this target of 122. They're coming hard at Team Sharjah. And you can sense that the men in red are feeling the heat. Uzair Khan, tidy over so far, not too bad. Chopped away to point once again for a single. So they're just steadily building that final run chase, that final assault at that run chase. 6 overs gone by. Abu Dhabi 73 for 2. So 49 needed off 24 balls. That is the equation for Team Abu Dhabi to triumph over Sharjah on this blockbuster Friday here at the Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fancode. Is it going to be Matiullah coming on to bowl? Well, they have taken the floating power play, and yes, it will be Matiullah Khan.
Interesting move out there. But yes, you'll have to back your resource that is representing the nation, that has represented the nation of late. Was there the part of the UAE national side in the ACC Premier Cup in Nepal.
Oh, absolutely strong, aggressive fast bowler. He's had a decent tournament so far. Was part of the ILT 20 as well with the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. So he certainly has that caliber. But there's nothing to choose between the two sides. Current and required are almost identical. And this should be a fun final few overs of this match number 17 of the Emirates D10. Taking a look at the field. Deep point in place. The short third is up. The fine leg is up. And the mid-off and mid-on are up as well. So there is a deep point and a deep square leg for Matiullah Khan. Big full toss and hammered. But straight to extra cover. He's gotten away with that one.
Well, I think Ali Abid had the intention of not playing it upish. That's one of the reasons why he got away. Was a chance to play it over that extra cover fielder, but he decides not to go for it. But a very interesting field setup here, very unorthodox in their approach, and this is what this format brings you on table. You get a bit more unorthodox in terms of your overall approach.
Immediately a change in the field. The cover sweeper has gone out. The extra has come into the ring. A big full toss again, squeezed behind point, and this will be cleaned up. Yasir Khan, well, he's an exciting fielder, isn't he? Made a decent contribution with the bat and electric in the outfield.
Well, certainly young blood and definitely proving why he's a part of the Sharjah unit very consistently. We have the two teams all set in readiness.
Oh yes, it's going to be Ajman taking on Fujairah. Very exciting encounter coming up right after this. 4 matches every single day, and that is the match number 18. Team Ajman just struggling a bit, and Fujairah unbeaten in the D10 so far. Matiullah Khan steaming into Muqtadir Babar. Big full toss, swiped away over the mid-on, and is going to run away for 4.
Well, got the toe end of the bat, but that is power of Muqtadir Babar. Playing it with tremendous power, using the bottom hand to perfection, and getting his first boundary of the day.
Well, Fayaz Ahmed is a bit annoyed with his lead fast bowler. Low full toss to the new batter. That's exactly what he would have wanted. And he's dispatched this to the fence. So they've conceded an early boundary in the over. 44 needed off 21 now. Very winnable game for Abu Dhabi. Full toss, belted down the ground. Flat 6.
Well, he is just feeding him. And this definitely is going against the field setup which is there. Trying to bowl that slower Yorker. It's just that the execution is not proper at all here for Matiullah.
Frustration for Team Sharjah. 38 of 20 is a very winnable game here. I would dare say it's game in hand for Team Abu Dhabi. Now that required has come below the current. Exciting finish to this first match of the day.
Certainly, and I think you just can't get complacent if you finish on a high in the first innings. You just need to make sure that you carry that momentum in.
Oh, another full toss, but spliced towards that mid-off. He's really gotten away with that one. Somehow it's a dot ball.
Well, that would have actually gone anywhere. I think he just lost the grip while playing that shot. Usually happens when the bat turns in the hand.
Yeah, he's immediately asked for a change of gloves or a change in the willow maybe. Hitting the upper half of the blade. If he had connected, I think we'd be diving for cover in the com box. Big striker of the ball, Muqtadar.
Certainly, it would have been test if these glasses are tempered or not, or how good the quality is.
Well, as far as I've heard, only Kieran Pollard has managed to crack the glass here in the umpire and com box here at the ICC Academy Ovals. So you can expect Muqtadar Babar, maybe not quite as powerful as KP, but he's certainly right up there.
Let's have a look when he actually gets closer to us.
Yeah, I don't want to make him test it.
Intentions are loud and clear.
And of course, you can follow the Sports Eye page on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media channels for live content of the Emirates D10 and many more. We're posting daily highlights, the best moments of the day. So certainly do get following us there. Here we go. Another full toss and belted over cow corner. And it's gone over the rope again for 6.
Just not able to get it in the right spots there. Matiullah has been taken for runs. This is poor bowling. 17 runs coming of that one. And Abu Dhabi are cruising towards their target. They are 90 for 2 after 7.
So Matiullah Khan taking plenty of punishment in that over. 17 runs off it. They continue with the required. In fact, they go beyond it. 32 needed of the last 3 overs. Required run rate has come below 11 now. 10.67. And Ali Abid well set at the crease. Muqtadar Babar dealing in maximums as well. Is going to be Colonel Zahid, who was already plundered for 21 runs in his first over, coming back into the attack.
Well, can he pull a spectacular over out? Yes, it is D10. Batters are definitely going to throw kitchen sink at it. But it's up to you how you make a comeback. That's a shorter in length. Pulled away on the onside. Just a single coming through.
Yeah, that's a good area to bowl. Back of a length and straight. It's difficult to hoist the ball on the leg side on the big boundary. Bowling from the school end. And Usman Khan, well, the stand-in captain. Stand-in wicketkeeper as well. I would have preferred to see Khalid Shah as the glove man, but already dropped a chance. Muqtadar Babar already on 17 of just 5 deliveries. He's come out slamming the ball to all parts, and this will be interesting if he can latch on to one against Colonel Zahid. Length ball, back of a length, slower ball, beautifully bowled by Colonel Zahid.
Just improvising on his pace and making sure that he just doesn't let Muqtadar Babar just swing in his strong arc. He loves playing it on the onside. He's someone who relies a lot in his power as well as hand-eye coordination. Not a big fan of the foot movement.
Yeah, economy of feet movement for sure. But he can really smash the ball. Those powerful forearms. You can see sun's out, guns out on this really bright Friday afternoon at the ICC Academy. This time he's hammered it off the back foot. Can you believe it? It's gone sailing for 6. Incredible strike under pressure.
Well, what does he have to build that power to add it up? Tremendous hit off the back foot to a pace of Colonel Zahid is something extraordinary here from Babar.
That's the 200th tournament 6 of the Emirates D10 and one of the best of the lot. Off the back foot to generate that kind of momentum and distance is truly incredible. What a hit.
Well, we have always spoken about transfer of weight onto the ball. He said, well, let me transfer it behind and use the entire power and belt it over. It's a slap over mid-off.
Unbelievable strike. 25 needed of 15 now. Slot ball hoiked away towards the leg side. Just dropping in front of the mid-wicket fielder. A bit of a misfield. And they'll take two. They're cruising to this target now, Asim.
Looks like they're just trying to cut the traffic on the way to Abu Dhabi.
Unbelievable batting here. Who would have thought? I thought Team Sharjah had the game in hand. But they took 3 sixes of that previous over of Colonel Zahid. Then went after Matiullah in the floating power play. Now they're on the doorstep of a famous victory. 25 of 8. Fabulous cameo from Muqtadar Babar as well. Short ball pulled towards that widest long on region. And it's found the gap and gone for 4. What a strike.
This is special. This is special from Abu Dhabi. Looks like the entire change in the lineup has worked out magic for them. They look like a different team, and the Capitals are definitely living up to their name.
Fabulous strike once again, forcing it to that cow corner region. Khalid Shah had to give up on it. They've taken 13 runs off this over as well. The wheels are coming off for Team Sharjah. They've only got 1 win in 4 games. It may become 1 out of 5.
Well, the trouble continues here for Sharjah. Abu Dhabi. Again, a hoik down towards the mid-wicket region. Will settle for a single. That brings an over to the end. 8 gone. 104 for 2.
So only 18 runs needed of the next 12 balls. It's been a stirring partnership between Muqtadar Babar and Ali Abid. The captain, 1 hit away from a 50. Saghir Khan into the attack, and that's a good delivery to start. Block hole Yorker, and turns the strike over to the skipper. If Abu Dhabi win this game, Asim, they go top of the table. 5 wins out of 6 and on to 10 points.
Oh, certainly. They have been phenomenal. The way Abu Dhabi had their journey in the D series, it wasn't something that they would be proud of. But yes, the way they have improved themselves as a side, they have been a terror.
Oh, absolutely. They made a lot of progress over the last 2 seasons. In all 3 formats, in fact. D10, D20, D50, they become an absolute nuisance. Dark horses for each title. It's just a matter of time. Maybe this D10 could be that turning moment for them. Ali Abid on strike, facing up to Saghir Khan. Full toss. Oh, that's going to be a beamer. That's going to be a no ball. And, well, overthrows as well. No, they'll just stick to 1. But that was a dangerous delivery. And it's going to be a free hit for Muqtadar Babar.
Well, if you can take a bowler off from bowling with just 1 beamer, this is the one that you can take him away.
Just losing his control on that one. And Ali Abid, thankfully, he's all right. That could have been a dangerous delivery. He's moved on to 49. A true captain's innings. And good to see the physio out there in double quick time as well, just to make sure everything is all right. So this was that high full toss from Saghir. That could have been very dangerous. And it was pace on as well. Struck him on the right shoulder. That was certainly a no ball, Asim.
Oh, absolutely. That was quick. That was fierce. And Ali Abid, I think, he just escaped a scare.
Oh, absolutely. Kept his eye on the ball, thankfully. Yeah, I'm glad we're sitting behind 15 millimeters of glass in the comm box, because that was a scary delivery.
Well, that definitely hit the higher part of the bat, but looks like it is because of that sudden jerk. He might have felt something in his neck.
Oh, absolutely. Thankfully, he seems to be all right. Physio is smiling. The player is smiling. So we resume with the game. 107 for 2. Only 15 runs remaining in 11 balls. I think Abu Dhabi are going to get the 2 points this afternoon.
Well, they are almost on the verge. It's just about how soon.
Oh, absolutely. Dugout looking cheerful as well. They were a bit wary when they lost that early wicket of Kamran Atta, their highest run getter. But since then, the captain, Muqtadar Babar, and even Naik Mohammed have chipped in big time.
Well, what's good about this is that Abu Dhabi just did not rely on one particular batter. Kamran Atta being the highest run scorer, he getting out early is something that did not push them onto the back foot. It's just that, yes, we can do that. We are a bunch of 11. If one fails, the rest 10 can chip in.
So here we go then. Free hit coming up for Muqtadar Babar. Oh, slow ball. Nicely bowled. Some variable bounce as well that completely died when it hit the pitch. But that's the indication of how you need to bowl on this surface after.
Well, certainly. That's what we predicted, that those slower ones would definitely come out and assist the bowlers. And that's exactly what it is doing here. You have to be really smart and thinking ahead of the batter, what their plans would be.
So the third is up. Fine leg is up. Field is set very straight. You can see that wideish long off, deep cover, long on, and mid wicket as well. Slot ball just catching the inner half of the bat, squirted away to cow corner for a single. Now they can just afford to take their time. They know it's a matter of one big hit.
Well, certainly. They are almost through. They have 1 foot there. 108 for 2. 49. Just one hit away there, Ali Abid.
A fabulous knock from the skipper. Came in early in the piece, but counter-attacked with style, especially against the best bowlers of Team Sharjah. And still 3 legal deliveries remaining in this over. Well, he's faced a beamer. He'll be worried about that. 14 needed of 9. Let's see if he can get his half century here with a bang. Inside edge, squirted away towards fine leg. It will be a single, and that will be 50 for Ali Abid. 50 of just 27 deliveries. He gets a standing ovation from the dugout for a fabulous knock.
Well, what a top knock there from the skipper. Rising to the occasion. Yes, Kamran Atta failed, but he did not fail to impress us. He has done the job. He has almost taken his team through with that terrific knock of 50. Getting it at the right time here, just to make sure that Abu Dhabi gets right on top of the points table.
Oh, absolutely. 13 runs required. Hammered off the back foot towards that wideish long off region. Khalid Shah does really well, keeps it to 1. Well, you still have 12 runs remaining. It won't be easy if it goes down to the final 6.
Oh, yes, certainly. And it's just about holding on to your nerves. It is not over. Yes, you have to forget the last 9 overs and focus on that remaining number of runs which are required, and have to be really focused on things.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about what is coming in front of you, not what's gone behind. So they would like to pick up a boundary or a maximum in this over just to completely deflate the opposition, because they will still feel they have half a chance.
Well, certainly the only thing that you would want to take from the 9 overs, especially for the team that is actually on top of things, is the confidence. And you do not cross that thin line and take it to that level of overconfidence.
And we've seen already in the D10, when it comes down to the final over, anything can happen. 12 needed of 7. 49 run partnership. It's been the partnerships for the second and third wicket that have really piled on the runs. 53 in the previous one between Ali Abid and Naik Mohammed, and this time Muqtadar Babar was the aggressor in chief.
Certainly has played well. 14 balls, 33 for Muqtadar. Very impressive knock. Just making sure that he released the pressure from Ali Abid.
Oh, absolutely. It's not easy for just one man to do all the heavy lifting. So just when Muqtadar came out to the middle, he realized he had to be the one to play the big shots. And that's just allowed Ali Abid to just push the 1s and 2s and get his 50. It's been a very professional run chase, I would say, from Team Abu Dhabi. We thought 122 would be a stiff target with the bowling quality Sharjah has, but they've made it look very, very straightforward indeed. A side in form. A big full toss, and he's missed out. Can you believe it? Well, it does go down to the final over. 12 needed of 6. Abu Dhabi 110 for 2. So it has come down to the final 6. Zahid Ali will bowl the final over here. It's been hammered towards that deep cover region, only going to be a single. So 11 needed of 5. They're cutting it a bit close here, Asim.
Well, all Sharjah needs to focus on is what needs to be done next. Forget about what has happened. Only need to think where we shouldn't be bowling, because they are striking these areas pretty clean. It's Nelson on the board. That's another terror.
Absolutely. Who will it prove to be unlucky for? 11 needed of 5. They've got the man of the moment on strike. Ali Abid, the captain of Abu Dhabi, batting on 50 not out of 28. But they still need one big hit here. And it needs to come soon to relieve the pressure. Pulled away. It's just the bottom end of the bat going out towards deep square leg. And great fielding. Yasir Khan flinging himself to his right. And he saved a certain boundary. But they will take 2.
Well, the best part about that is that he covered the ground pretty well. It was hit at the longer part of the ground. He was standing well inside and just making sure that he covered it up pretty nicely to avoid that sort of a delay in pick up and throw.
Just a small conversation there between Ali Abid and Muqtadar. 9 needed of 4. He is bowling to the bigger leg side boundary towards oval 1 from the school end. So it's not going to be easy to deposit Zahid Ali into the fence on the leg side. So can they just carve one behind point or beat the cover sweeper towards the car park? 9 needed of 4. Abu Dhabi 113 for 2. Oh, and he's tried to paddle it. Reverse paddle it over the third. Very slow a bouncer there. And it's a priceless dot ball. The pressure is on Ali Abid now.
Well, definitely it was not needed. In my opinion, that was absolutely not needed. Just play your cricketing shots. You're batting on 52 of 29, and then you pull out something out of the ordinary.
Well, like you mentioned, Asim, it's not about the 9 overs gone by. It's about the next over coming up. And so far, so good for Team Sharjah. 9 needed of 3. This is a big delivery. They need a boundary. They need something to go their way, Team Abu Dhabi. They have bossed the run chase so far. It's come down to the final moments. Slower bouncer bowled again and looking to the leg umpire. What is the decision? Is it a dot ball? I think it is.
Wow, this dot ball is like gold dust here at this stage, producing 2 dot balls here. Zahid, take a bow.
Well, that is the magic of D10. You're never out of it. Zahid Ali has bowled an incredible over. He had about 3 or 4 minutes to think about what shot he wants to play. And, oh, that looks touch and go to me. That looks touch and go.
Oh. I think that was something.
It was very, very marginal indeed. You're right. 9 needed of 2. Well, all of a sudden, this game has slipped away from Team Abu Dhabi. Zahid Ali bowling. It's in the slot, outside edge. And it goes over the short third for 4. We're going down to the final ball.
Well, we talk about drama, we talk about entertainment, and you get it at the Emirates D10 2023. It is Abu Dhabi taking on Sharjah, and the game has gone right into the wire. It is in the final ball. Wow. Well, last ball, 5 runs required, and it is match on.
He just went for pace on there, missed his length. Those slower bounces were working for him so well. Why did you bowl pace on? He's just edged it away for 4, so 5 needed off the last ball. Wow, what a finish here. Just to start our Friday at the D10. And let's see what happens. Nail-biting stuff here. Final ball of the game. 5 needed off 1. Ali Abid on strike. Zahid Ali steaming in with the ball in hand. What is going to happen? He's pulled it away. But it's going to land in front of the square leg. It's gone for 4. The match is tied. Can you believe it?
Oh, what a game. 3 balls, 9 required. Wow, absolutely brilliant. There was a dot involved in it. 2 balls, 9 needed, and they've got 2 boundaries of the last 2 balls here. And the match has tied. Can you believe it?
Well, the Abu Dhabi dugout cannot believe this game has slipped away from them. The match has been tied. So the points will be shared, honors even, between Team Sharjah and Team Abu Dhabi. They're looking for confirmation of the super over, but at the round robin stage, it will remain a tied game. Ali Abid tried his almighty best. They needed 9 off 3. Outside edge, over short third for 4. It came down to the final ball, and he smacked it and just beat the deep square leg fielder for a boundary. But the match is tied. What a game.
Absolutely brilliant. That one delivery where he tried to, play it out of the coaching manual is something that added onto pressure. But credit goes to Ali Abid for holding onto his nerves and hitting 2 boundaries of the last 2 balls. That was something incredible. He invited pressure, but he released it by hitting those 2 boundaries, making sure they don't lose points in the form of giving a victory to the opposition.
And full credit to Zahid Ali as well. 12 runs to defend off 6. He almost did the feat with the odds against him. And the decision will be, the winner of the match will be decided, Asim, on boundary count. So that is what it's come down to in a tied game. Wow. It's all happening at the Emirates D10.
So someone is going to lose points here. Both have lost it, but we'll definitely get some confirmation coming through on that one.
Well, meanwhile, the handshakes are taking place. A wonderful game of D10 cricket here, going right down to the final ball. So Sharjah have won the match on boundary count. Well, this feels like the World Cup 2019 all over again.
Oh, wow. Sharjah needed a victory, and look at how they have got this victory.
Goodness me. What an incredible result here at the D10. The match has been tied, but Sharjah have got the victory based on boundary count. And I think we can credit Uzair Khan for his thrilling hitting at the end. 51 of just 15 deliveries that has given the team of Sharjah the priceless 2 points. And you can see Fayaz Ahmed in the dugout with a big, big smile on his face.
Absolutely. What a nail biter. I think the best match that we have witnessed here in the Emirates D10. All it had to take is my presence.
Well, there you go. That is the batting scorecard for Team Abu Dhabi. Kamran Atta fell early, but a fabulous 53-run partnership between Naik Mohammed and Ali Abid, and then Muqtadar Babar and Ali Abid combined. A steering run chase, but in the end, the match has been tied, and they have lost on boundary count. How tragic, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Certainly, that's how the rules are in place. Meanwhile, looking at the bowling there of Sharjah, it was Zahid Ali who turned out to be the superstar. 2 overs, 20 runs and 1 wicket. But in my opinion, that penultimate over bowled by Sagir Khan was something that had created that sort of a pressure which did not let the game slip away. 2 overs, 16 runs for him. Colonel Zahid and Mateullah, they had just off colour 65 runs in those 4 overs that they bowled together.
Oh, absolutely. You're spot on there. To credit Uzair and Sagir for the way they bowled, and Zahid Ali holding his nerve in the final over. These are the highlights of the run chase. Kamran Atta looked to be aggressive, trying to whack that over mid-wicket, but only picked out the fielder. Then it was an excellent 53-run partnership between Ali Abid and Naik Mohammed. Ali Abid in particular on the offensive went after Mateullah Khan. 2 big strikes, 1 over extra and the other over long on for 6. and that was sliced behind point for 4. Uzair Khan came in, bowled a decent spell, but Naik Mohammed took a liking to him, and then Colonel Zahid got absolutely plundered for 21 runs in his first over. Ali Abid with some fearless hitting, some luck going his way as well, but this was a great strike from Naik Mohammed as well, powering it down the ground. And another big shot, but that was the demise of Naik Mohammed. But then Muqtadar Babar came in and took over proceedings big time.
Well, certainly the moment he arrived his announcement very loud and clear. Intentions were big, were clear that he is going to release the pressure from his skipper. Ali Abid was kept a bit silent on the other end as Muqtadar Babar kept on scoring runs, kept on hitting those boundaries. And Colonel Zahid, who's known popularly for his pace, well, they said, well, if you are Colonel, we are General.
And this was the penultimate ball, outside edge, 5 needed off 1. But in the end, they did pick up a boundary towards square leg, but the match was tied, and Sharjah have won based on boundary count. So that is the match summary for you. Sharjah won the toss, elected to bat first. A brilliant performance by Uzair Khan, the fast bowler who came in at number 8, striking a 50 of just 15 deliveries. Good bowling by Zishan Ali, Raja Akifullah and Zubair Khan. And in response, Ali Abid making a fabulous captain's knock, 60 not out of 33, supported by Muqtadar Babar. But in the end, the match was tied, and Sharjah have won on superior boundary count. Zahid Ali and Colonel Zahid, the pick of the bowlers for the men in red. Well, that is all from the Combox for now. We will take a short break and be right back for the post-match presentation with Abid Ibrahim. Stay tuned.
What a super exciting game we had in our hands, and that was the only thing which was missing in this tournament so far. The tie game, and in the end, it was Sharjah winning on the boundary counts. What a match we witnessed. 121 scored by both the teams, and it was an excellent show all round from Sharjah, and the team played excellent, tremendously well, and batted well. Ali Abid, his troops fought well. Nothing to be said about any team here. They played some outclass cricket. Well, we are here at the post-match presentation, match number 17. I've been joined by Mr. Iftikhar Ali to present the Player of the Match award, and it was a very hard call to pick one out of this 22 players. At the end, it was Uzair Khan's heroic knock of 51 of just 20 deliveries with 3 boundaries and 3 sixes. He claims the Player of the Match award. What a knock he played under pressure when the remainers couldn't deliver. Uzair, एक एंड से विकेटें गिरी हुई थी, बहुत नीचे आया बैटिंग करने के लिए, लेकिन पॉजिटिव अप्रोच थी.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. उसके बाद बिल्कुल यही बात है, टीम का मेरे ऊपर ट्रस्ट है, और जिस नंबर पे भी वो बैटिंग पे भेजते हैं, कोशिश यही होती है कि लास्ट में जाके उस पर जो है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रन्स और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बाउंड्री स्कोर कर सकूँ.
अच्छा, टाई हो गया था, बाद में जब पता चला कि आपकी बाउंड्रियों की वजह से मैच जीता है, कैसा फील हो रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा फील हो रहा है, क्योंकि मुझे रोल ही ये दिया गया है इस टीम में कि आपने जब भी आपको टाइम मिले, आपने बैटिंग पे जाना है तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रन्स करने और बाउंड्रीज हिट करनी है.
कोई प्रेशर था जब स्कोर लास्ट ओवर था, 3 बॉलों पे 9 चाहिए थे?
प्रेशर तो ऑब्वियसली था, क्योंकि हमारी टीम थोड़ा सा जो है ना परफॉर्मेंस के हिसाब से थोड़ा सा अप एंड डाउन चल रही थी, तो ये था कि अल्लाह करे कि इंशाल्लाह हम जीत जाएं, और एट द एंड मेरी बाउंड्रीज की वजह से अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम जीत गए.
Congratulations, and looking a lot of similar performance from you.
इंशाल्लाह. थैंक यू सो मच. जज़ाकल्लाह.
Thank you. That was Team Sharjah. So Uzair Khan, Sharjah claiming this victory over the boundary count. Nothing less than 20-11 encounter in the semi-finals. There you go. Back to you guys.